Yo, how we doing, guys? What's good? I need to check some. I just need to make sure I got not missing out on any items I have here. Got to Lungby, got Rayless. I think those really TMs I was forgetting to toggle what I had. I think I do. I have Electro, or did I use it? Pretty sure I used Electro Web on a different creature. Green attack, Shockwave. Ice Defog Dueling Beat, Nightshade Magical Leaf, Icy Wind, Cloud Hyper Voice, Rock Blast Rock Tomb. Then I have things at the Fall Arbor Mart located. Okay. Let me quickly get some numbers on this fight. You should check. I'm pretty sure Ditto's always gonna be +2, so Ditto's always gonna be +2, so I could leave with Cloister. And Leafeon will always Leaf Blade that guy. Oh, that actually doesn't kill. I have a shitter guy. He's gonna Leaf Blade that guy, so I'm gonna do this with a Chesto. Good on the crit turn. Kill that, and then you'd come in as a. That might not be the best idea, because you'd come in as a Masquerade, right? And you could Brooklyn over Air Slash. I could Purse him and stall out of Hurricanes. Not the worst idea. Or if it's like Air Slash, I got options. Yeah, we can do that. Because it always kill with Ice Beam, and then it should always go Leafeon with that score. Yep, Leaf Blade. Oh yeah, it's not that. Whatever, it's fine. Outspeed then in that case. I was just go for the music. The first I talked about freezes. Fake out U-turn with Togedu. And then Earth Power. I wanted this creature. An Ice Beam that would bring in. Probably brings in Mimikyu. Unless like the Blizzard would do, but like let's see 20%, so that's like if Max Roll does 30 of it's 30. Okay, so yeah, I would go Snorlax. And Snorlax probably curses that. Which I mean if I'm burned it I guess it doesn't matter if it curses a hammer arm, then I bait Brave Bird. That guy. And like U-turn. To Magneton, I think. Like, yeah, you turn it on. I can go into that. Maybe. I got you turns enough so that I just being all these kills so I can do Lovely Kiss is Leap. So just 50 places 82. Can always be very, very nice. Send in Superpower or Heat Wave. Nice. Hey, this guy doesn't need too much. We should make sure that we are aware of analytic bug, right? Okay. Do I know what to do? Yeah, I know what to do. I know what to do. I just fake out, or even like U-turn with Togi D, and then I'll pre-poison. Pre-poison that person with a Miracle Seed because I'm switching on like this funny move, right? And like at that point it wouldn't matter because it's always going to like see Psychic with the analytic switch regardless, to my knowledge. Like even if Scald crits, I get poisoned. What do I see? Yeah, what do I see? I think that move. And I just go into that guy with black glasses, maybe. I mean, it wouldn't matter too much as long as I'm switching on Psychic. Then I live whatever. I should be able to badly poison stuff, though. Since it's a... You just do that. I think that's the pre-damage script. I should start employing that a little bit more. Mainly since I can get Corrosion guy. I should be safer this way. So I'm gonna badly poison this person because it's the first chip. We're going to be there for 2 turns, so we'll take less damage if that happens. Where's that? And then we go into that should literally be all we need. Hey, Blyglass is knockoff because I won't take analytic damage that way. And now this should be always psychic. Perfect, and I knock off. Burn! This is the last guy before encounter. I don't know though. Let me double check. No, I got two. Okay. It might be the best to Miracle Seed this guy, so I can at least get the kill. And then that brings in... Brings in Glycopod, I think. Only thing that doesn't get out damaged. So, can I go into Glycopod in first impression? It's like the main problem with, like, I can't go mask because, like, of a crit shit, so... It isn't... I'm going to Quillfish to eat the first impression. I know a guy, like, I might plan on using, like, this. How to bait the... Bug move. Because then once it baits the bug move on non-thing, I should be fine unless I get, like... No, that's... I don't think I got enough bulk to really make that feasible. Magneton can though. I just can't do it on the bug gem. Some did the double crit if it's on bug gem, right? Or I can just like make it some pre-damage something else and try to like set it up. Like I could try to make it some dead to. If I'll make it dead to either liquid or close combat, right? Which that could definitely be a problem, right? If I can bait a close combat, I can kill Mach Punch like the boosting item, right? I don't think that's gonna kill. Nah, still best because like I want to be able to bait like something from this guy. No, I think I stick with it, right? Because like here's what I do. A Leaf Blade, it should theoretically bring in this guy. Since I OHKO that, and so that's how it damages me. It should theoretically go for first impression. Maybe Leech Life, doesn't matter. I'm gonna int him off. I'm gonna have to switch out because I'm dead to like crit Aqua Jet, but I know it's going to Aqua Jet. And then on the Aqua Jet, I can go like Amphi. It's always lose crit kills with Discharge. Everyone just like everyone needs an item to kill it, right? Unless I use the Hurricane guy. And it does kind of bring out the random move. I always use Parasect for that to feel out the random because like for Armaldo at least, I guess switching on Stonage or X Scissor, and we're good. Because I get my Citrus because I only did a double crit. But right now I think I have more team members than I can really fit with that. So let me try to like narrow that down. I also use this guy because he each hits more often. Nah, because then I won't Aqua Jet Golis upon. Yeah. Hopefully I just want to bait an Aqua Jet, right? And that'll just bring in and just move from this guy. And use Quillfish. Quillfish is a better pivot than Parasect, actually. And the Cloister. Then Quillfish makes us safe against anything that could happen. Because then it's inevitable put -1/-1 at some point on Cloister. So I run, not Wise Glasses. I should run. This Nevermelt. Nevermelt should add enough Surf and Ice Shard damage, 97 plus 31. Yeah, that's just enough. And this guy comes in, he's always gonna Stone Edge or X Scissor. I just go in with a Citrus on Magneton. Actually, no, because Citrus makes it so like, how could that work? So it's Stone Edge the Cloister. If I switched you in on the Stone Edge, I could bait X Scissor only, I think. Because it wouldn't set up on that guy, so I could bait X Scissor only. go into this guy, and then we're like safe on most combinations of double crit. I don't think my steel types handle that. I give this guy a metal cut. Can maybe he handle it instead? Doesn't have enough going for him to do that. Because he misses out on both his stabs, I think. Doesn't get bullet punch yet, since it's as a... Yeah, I don't have fake out. I mean, I could just finish it off with this guy, because it wouldn't be on Stone Edge, right? Aquajet, so... do this because it's safer, and I give Berserker a... So if it does this, and then -1, could it Stone Edge again? 37 plus 64. 149 minus 101. Could, but an Orin literally fixes that and puts it out of that range. Just a singular Orin, since I'm like that. And I think doesn't matter. It's because like I got the Aqua Jet. I think those. All right, that sounds good. I think. Could live a +2 crit. Yeah. And like you live +2 at any point too. I mean, even but it's still hard. So Miracle Seed, and then on Bug Move, we go into you. And then on Aqua Jet, into you. And then on the random move from the Rescue, we go into Inflate Me, right into this guy. How much was a crit? Crit does a decent amount, right? May I just give this guy a citrus in case? I just give him the citrus just to be safe. I just realized I have no weather abilities. Like no rain or sun abilities. That's kind of crazy. Like crazy bad. Did the Aqua Jet crit, so we're obviously gonna stay out, but it's gonna Aqua Jet us because Hurricane kills it. And then this guy lives double crit. Oh, get dicked. So if this doesn't crit, it still should be liquidation from that guy. Oh, that pair is a little unfortunate. That's fine. It lives Stone Edge. Oh wait, no, it actually did see it, so we're fine, I guess. Is this all slow out damage? I don't know. Oh, I couldn't kill a guy for that. It's gonna be liquid. But I want to get the Intim off first. As well as if it does some weird shit. That's why I needed the citrus. Was that max roll crit that did 90 something? 92, I want to say. No, it was max roll crit, thankfully. So still going to be liquid, but it's we needed it to be -1 for our this guy, so that when he switches in on this liquid, it's fine if he gets defense dropped. And now this is going to close combat us. And with Nevermelt Ice plus Surf into Fish Shard, we do just enough to kill this. Like if we do just enough to kill this if it were minerals. But that's a really good roll, so we always kill that. And then this should always be Stone Edge. Yep, this is always going to be Stone Edge. Since if it doesn't Stone Edge, I kill it. We go into Berserker, who, as we've calculated before, has just enough HP to not bait liquidation, or not some. He has enough to not sometimes bait Stone Edge if this guy's Swords Dance is right here. As he should. No, +2 is gonna liquid. And I should be, because you can only do so much at a -1 crit. Or at a +1 crit. Liquid here does 75 max. It won't negate drop, and Aqua Jet kills. I think, yeah, because like the max roll of the liquidation crit from Barrascuda was like, I think like it did 92. Max roll of the liquid crit was 97, so that was always double crit proof. So that's why we did citrus. Oh, what the fuck? I almost. Okay, next up is the Focus Sasharoni guy, right? If I fake out the first turn, I think slow kill has higher priority than T spikes. Yeah. So I could pre-damage this guy. And then if it's at a certain, what's the chance of explodey again? If it's at 66%. Okay, it won't ever be higher than a slow kill, even if I crit with fake out. So granted, it's also, I don't know if I want to pre-damage this guy because he can come in on Empoleon and always kill that guy. Because like he could be an Empoleon switch. I mean, also Torterra could like Torterra kind of beasts at least uh Empoleon, right? I don't know about what other guys really do that. Like I don't think Totemaru has enough bulk to kind of come in on things in this fight. So I'd be better off using that. I fake out and then it's not going to T-Spikes because I'm gonna pre-damage this guy. I'll pre-damage him to 61. Fake out turn 1, and it's always gonna waterfall. On waterfall, I can go into this creature. Make sure I'm pre-damaged to bait poison jab. Then I can fake. Then I can go back into this and fake out Zing Zap. That should bait. I can just bait Scald or Substitute, right? I don't think most of them will. Yeah. So Scald or Substitute. I could pre-damage to make sure I'm always dead to this guy's Scald as well, right? And I can U-turn out. Um, I'll Silver Powder, I think. 20. No, I mean U-turn will always do enough there. this to kill, right? And then it'll bring in. Actually, no. If I just miracle seed this person, now they pre-poison it. We kill the rest of the fight. In the case of like funny flash cannon, or if like in the case of the dude starts stalling my ass, I go to that. So we want this guy. I'm gonna try at least like normally poisoning this guy because it does require some, I think, not minor skill exhibition, but like I should do it at least once. Show I'm not ass at fucking pre-poisoning guys, and then we can resume from there. Let me switch. Toxic me. There we go. And it was 58 we need this guy to be at. And it should always go into Scald with Vaporeon. And then we need the pre-damage. +21 plus 86. It's 107. Put you at 107 HP. And that should allow us to set up what we want it to be because it'll go into Vaporeon here on Scald. I'm going to give it a Miracle Seed and just pre-poison it. I can see for most of the guys if it does funny things with Empoleon creature. I'll go into Torterra with a person, I believe. To this guy with a person. Okay, should work pretty well, I'd say. Yep, Moist, Scald, and Waterfall. Fake out here because it's going to put. Actually, wait, it might not. On the first turn only, or is it just when they're not on the? Yeah, it's just when they're first. It's just when they're first turn that they get a +9 instead of a +6 or 7. Fuck me. So I'm faking out. Get that out of the way. And now that that boost is gone, it's always gonna go for slow kill, which is always Waterfall. Just can't hit with Poison Jab. But I need Togedemaru to kill it, and I can't because of the -1. So we're going to Eldegoss, just as a chippage guy. Not even a chippage guy, just to eat the hit. And we pre-damaged it so that in the case of the minimum roll, it's always going to kill us with Poison Jab. Or C-kill with Poison Jab instead of Explosion. Explosion can only be like +7 at this point, so it's not going to be over a slow kill. So you're going to hear the Poison Jab. The Intim is reset. And we can kill with Zing Zap now. It did crit, so like Zing Zap would kill, but just to be safe, I'm gonna fake out into Zing Zap. And then because we did 3 extra hit points of damage, and we're not doing like any boosting item, this should go Vaporeon. And see that Scald always kills my Togedemaru, so I'm gonna U-turn. And we're gonna go into... And we're gonna go into Chippy Chippy. Ooh, I did actually forget to... Oh, I forgot to do what I needed to do with this guy. That's not great, right? Actually, wait, it didn't need Miracle Bug it. If it happens, it happens. Okay, I was gonna say I have ways around it, but I totally got rewarded there for... I totally got saved. That burned. I would have had to go into... Guy that baits Ice Beam. And take out that baits Scald, and then like kill with like Breloom. But now we just win this with Lilligant. Chief Blade kills this. And then Close Combat kills this. And we got one more fight until we can get our next encounter. Next up is Rotom Creature. It's just a single though, right? Yeah. All right, how do we handle this guy? It's a little bit tricky for our team, I feel like. I can knock off the overheat. Or I can knock off the light herb so that when it overheats, it will stay at -2. I don't know if that's smart. Because my shell armor guys are all like weak to overheat in the first place, right? My thing's faster would be dead to a crit regardless. So let's shell that for now. If I lead Golem, I can just muscle band and kill because I could do it with Gigalith, but I don't always kill. And then there's the Thunderbolt Parachance, so it's a little not risky, but it's like there's chances of annoying things happening. That like I just can't account for sometimes. So let's say I lead with this, and we're like at it'll always be Focus Blast. So on like it would always be Focus Blast for substitute, right? Yeah. I do eat most Focus Blasts. I don't want to bait in Skuntank. My guy's not faster. You have to have a pretty fast X. Not. I mean, you just have to have a fucking like what 620, 21 base speed. Yeah. Like if that could kill, like it wouldn't. Activate Fire Blast or Sludge Bomb, meaning I need to switch into something that I can easily bait other thing with. I need to be able to switch into. And again. Earthquake isn't contact, so it's not a bad idea with Skuntank creature. I might be able to do something with that. Might be able to like polish that line a bit. I mean, going in on this guy on acrobatics, not focus blast, or not acrobatics on focus blast, right? I mean, it doesn't even always kill with muscle band. Never mind, I'm tripping. Because I don't have black belt yet. I'll be right back though. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's refine this line. I don't know. See, the tough part here is gonna be like, how can I try to bait in acrobatics? I don't know if my team can really necessarily do that when it has the item on it, right? So I think the goal here is finding something that can kill Missir at a like threshold of HP that doesn't bring in Skuntank and instead brings in Dredagon, right? I guess the hard part would be finding that. If I lower its speed by switching Eldegoss on the Focus Blast, does that increase our prospects? Because now we're switching in on Fire Blast from there. I don't think so. It's like the guys we need to switch in from there can't get the kill well enough. I mean, if Dredagon could, it would have been chill. Or if like Nidoqueen could either like If it just wasn't mine such they'll take there to chill, but it is, so we have to find something else instead. We can't just get that guy in. We need to switch in on Focus Blast, right? So we're looking at like uh, I think Golem takes too much HP to want to be able to switch into Focus Blast there. Yeah, I could die to crits and shit, right? So basically that means you're adding a team member, so really to eat that shit. Could use this guy with a Rost. And just bring him in on Scum Tank, since you might use a Rost if he switches on that, right? And he's out here baiting with Focus Blast, to my knowledge. He could bait Substitute as well. What's the odds of that? Like 50-50, right? So I would have to like exchanging that into Fire Blast actually doesn't put it into Focus Blaster range. So I need to at least do that part too. It's -1, so it really makes me want to switch the leads because like kinda might be Hymbology for the fading that. Yeah, I can't just straight Sun that guy in. If I want to make that easier to make sure Skuntank comes in last on, right? And with Dredagon, we should be able to handle that with as long as we switch into a move on Dredagon, we just Cherry Berry it, right? I might have a way out for this. Could be sketchier than not sketchier than I thought, but it could be like a completely different approach than I was thinking. Let me check that. I still lead one of these guys because it's like Radom Heat's always gonna overheat one of these rock guys. So let's say I did this. Overheat comes in. Intim. It crits, that's fine. Look at this guy's citrus or some shit. T-Bolt coming in hot now. So this. Lower the speed. And actually would set up there. And so it's gonna go into this guy, and that full health, it should always go into Dredagon. I'll probably be getting glared. It also wouldn't be a huge deal if Clawwitzer got glared. I don't think it'd be relevant. I mean, it could be, because then it's a guy that can be used for semi-C. So this guy eat the glare. Go into this guy. I've him into Ice Shard. Bring in Fire Blast, Focus Blast. This guy can do it. So I'll flip turn into Quillfish. And then when he comes in, it should be last Pokemon. Essentially gonna Fire Blast, the knockoff. I thought I have these guys to kind of deal with it at that point. I think this plan works. So they overheat. Hey, you. Actually, I go a little different than I was expecting, right? Because if I get rid of that part, do this. Okay, T-bolt into you, get you to -1, and then overheat comes in. Should always send in Dredagon there. Yeah. I think it should work. Let's double check things here. Gotta check one last thing. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Process is fine. Nice to be fast kill here. Just gonna eat this shit. Perfect. Now it still should always go Dredagon. Water Pulse kills at -1. Or like we have speed at -1. This should see Dredagon as the only thing that out damages. Yep. This is likely to be Glare, I believe. Not a huge deal if it isn't. Yep. Now it's gonna be always attack. So we can go into Cloister. My balls are paralyzed. Yeah, Cloister, Ice Beam into Ice Shard kills this. Also doesn't make contact because it's, yeah. At least I don't think Ice Shard makes contact. If it, let me double check that. No, it doesn't make contact. I mean, it's gonna glare us and we're a Cherry Berry anyways. And then that always sends in Simisear to Fire Blast or Focus Blast. We're gonna send in Quillfish for that. I think that's more correct because we don't want to give this guy an item. Because of Focus Blast, it could do on this guy. And now here we waterfall. We were citrus because we needed that in case of another thing. If it burned, I mean, it was mostly fun if it burned. Now this I can't boom. It's most likely to be knockoff here, but it could be Fire Blast. Regardless, either is fine. We have these two Chunguses. So, both of them will EQ their way to victory. Easy. All right. Beast moded those trainers. Now let's get our encounter. Just grab their items. I'm gonna double check just who I should have if there's any funny fucking neat goofy moves. That guy will have. If I get you, you'll have. If I get this creature, at least I don't lose the crappy moves if I get that creature, even though like it's. Staraptor should have. Okay, at least Staraptor's in a close combat if I get it there. Orv would have Revenge, Feather Dance, Stealing. Roserade would have Energy Ball, Toxic, Venoshock, Grass Whistle. High Horsepower, Roar, Low Kick Strength. Surge. Defog, Knockoff, Break Detect. I would not hate. I mean, I would take Surfish over some of the other things. That's for sure. A little difficult to get some chippage with these guys. Actually, not super difficult to get chippage. It's not super difficult to get chippage. And for Yon Mega, it's gonna have the lens. Statuses, that's fine. I think I can get. Yeah, I can get all balls. Get up to 16 of them. Chill out. Okay. All right, 114. Give me something. Kinda needed a barrier flying, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you on that. At least it has the saving grace of that is it still has detect. So low catch rate and like my new has poison point as much as I would love to just like super fan that guy, so I'm gonna throw shit at it. Okay. Sure. It's not the worst from here. It's certainly far from the best for my box. But I just gotta roll with it. It is my first time getting a Surf Edge, so like I'm not against it. I know Surf Edge isn't horrible. I was really lacking good detect guys too, so this is the definition of a slow detect guy. So you know, I'll find the saving grace in that. But I feel like that definitely can. The annoying thing is like Gyarados doesn't act like a flying type. Unless I'm on some balance shit. Or not, don't get shit. Felt like resistant wise it helps, but like I kinda need the off, like I need a flying type with flying type moves. Looks like that's kind of where I'm at, but I suppose we'll figure it out. Talonflame will go pretty soon enough, but I think with our dupes, going for Meteor Falls would be a little bit more of a gamble than guaranteeing like the solid Magikarp guy. It's not like our water types are stellar, I would say. 3 water types. So I think Gyarados is necessary for that. I also could just hold on in that, see what I run into. I gotta figure out a nickname for this guy though. Alright, let's check on it. At the very least, if I remember correctly, let me check something. If I remember correctly, No, I don't remember correctly. I thought it might do something later down the line, but this is like the last chance you could have gotten this guy, so. But I don't think there's too much dupe value in 114 anyways. Because I don't think there's any other places you can find the bad guys in this route. It's like if I didn't dupe them out at this point, I don't think it really affects too much. It's like I wouldn't hate to get Rabambi, as much as like Corbin is better. And like, yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. See if we can work with it. Holy! I don't think Jolly's really... Jolly might hurt more than it helps in some situations if I detect bot, but that's a guy. That's a guy, man. I know there's sometimes some surf edge tech too, so... Hey, I ain't gonna complain about that. That's a good encounter. I will take what the game has given me on that for sure, man. I was really missing detect, guys. He comes with a very solid moveset already. I don't think you run defogged on this guy though. He's definitely, I don't know if he's a guy you would even get defogs off with. I feel like you'd want knockoff, CC first impression, like that's probably like one of the final movesets you want. With detect, obviously. I don't know if Leaf Blade's any good at the moment. I don't think there's any potential. I don't think there's any repel delays that are reliable for me anymore, right? I mean, maybe I'll see if I can hold on to it, because if I could keep it to try to eliminate, like eliminating Magby from the Fiery Path pool, like eliminating all but one Magby from the Fiery Path pool, like halves my chance of getting that dog shit Pokemon. So I might actually see if I can hold on to that. Just fuck that guy, man. Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to level this up. I don't think Leaf Blade's pretty. I don't think Leaf Blade's too relevant on this guy. Because I have a ginormous grass type pool, and like, it's not lasting. Leaf Blade wouldn't last long on it anyways. I think that's trying to like get rid of it. There's just not even Leaf Blade. Yeah, this thing's never clicking Leaf Blade on my fights. Never clicking Leaf Blade on fights, so I definitely will level it up, but I'm just gonna keep defog for now. Not that I think it will ever be much of a defogger. I'd give it to a Wingbeat though. The Wingbeat might have something. But at the same time, it is my only defogger. I mean, I have a while and a fucking TM to deal with getting a defog guy when it's relevant to. So I'm not even gonna bother about that shit. Let's just level guy up. We're not gonna teach revenge. Can we give a dual wing beat over Leaf Blade? Or over Defog? So I just don't see the Defog tech in this guy. One of the few things to get it by learn set though, I will say that. What the fuck? Yo! You know you could teach Defog to Con Calder? What the hell? It's crazy, guys. Tech in. Dude, Defog guy in. Defog guy in. These are the few things that aren't just Defog, but we'll paint that. But I mean, this guy would also end it with like Ripper too, so it's like whatever. I think we try that out. No Leaf Blade though, I just don't see what that provides for me. There might be some like bait kill thing where it's relevant for, not that I would be aware of said thing. So we'll just put this guy in here. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty decent, pretty decent. Not our best case, but it's far from our worst case, and I think that's fine because that means we can work with that. And if we can work with that, I got no complaints. I don't know if I'll be able to get the Iron Ball guy in, but I think I know what I can do. I can flip turn with Claw, or even just no, I can U-turn with U-turn with Togedemaru creature. And just kill with like a plethora of choices after that. So I gotta be aware of what I want to bring in. Gallade would come in on Aldergoss, that's for sure. I think I wouldn't be able to guarantee what that may go for, so like that's probably not the best idea. Go to this guy on EQ. Try to bait Drain Punch. It wouldn't take that much pre-damage, right? What does baiting that do for me? I think that really does anything for me, right? It's like this guy can't be intimed, so I could try to bait Zen a headbutt, and then I can chip with like Spiky Shield U-turn into Lum Torterra and probably kill that. Um, yeah, I think I can. I think I can do that. I think I can do that. Let me just kind of finalize what needs to be done for that. We can lead Totem Art creature, and then is there anyone that can bait is in a headbutt for us? This guy could, but I don't think he's gonna do enough, right? I need to do 24%. If I give this silver powder, I think it could. Yeah, if I do the silver powder, it could. I could fake out U-turn, go into Miracle Seed creature, kill with that. It's and then I'm always gonna show dead to Zen head. If it crits, can I show Zen? If Earthquake crits, I could show dead to double edge though. If I show dead to double edge, I think I'd be able to bait in. I mean, it wouldn't be impossible to show bait to that. Just like just this guy, so that he always baits in his own headbutt. Go into this guy. Spiky Shield U-turn. And then with a Lumberry, he can always kill this. At least I think he can. I'm sure it's a Spiky Shield. 1/8, so 12.5 plus 33.5, 46%. Spiky Shield damage tick, that covers 118. So we're just eliminating the Spiky Shield damage after you turn, right? So yeah, that does enough. I don't hate using a Lum in that swap. And like if it worse comes to worse, I can go into, or not worse comes to worse, so I'm just below a certain threshold, I can go to that guy. Okay. I think I can work with that. Should I just who should I fill in the last slot? It doesn't really matter. I guess if I need an emergency speed drop, there's always like being able to give it in a situation is not the worst thing. Was it muscle band that was better? Solar power was better, I think, right? Yeah, solar power gives us what we need. I would obviously never do that, and we should always beat that to on headbutt. I might need to give you citrus just to always bait a specific move if we get attacked by that. But I don't mind using up some of my citruses here and there. I feel lump because I don't want to get like some headbutt funny flinched. At least I can just Chesto this guy. Chesto you. Alright, finish this up. Turn the repel off. There's like a +1 revive. Let's fucking go, man. Oh yeah, I can get whatever these berries end up being. Holy shit. Cherry berry, let's go, man. Cherry berry, let's fucking go. Oh! Alright, I'm gonna fake out U-turn this bitch. That should give me just enough damage. Keep an eye at the, we'll keep an eye on the damage count. Okay, we're fine. So always kill. And now we're always bringing in Zen headbutt. Which relevant. Iron barbs here. Spiky shield. Chippage. And then U-turn into our Glum. Should always kill from here. Even after, I mean, it might be close after that part, but we should be fine. If it doesn't kill, we can just, yeah, if it doesn't kill, we put it out into Talonflame. Kill from there. And then we just go into Conk and beast it. So I did Creeper and Conk, right? Let me just double check that. Yeah, I mean, that's just always did the Mach Punch, so. Quick EQ here. Oh, well, now we just definitely beat that guy. Oh, well, that also did that too. In that case, I'm going to do what's called a pro gamer move. And preserve my limited lums because I have way less lums than citruses. But also, if he goes for hypnosis here, we save both. So we're gonna do a pro gamer move and save our shit. Let's go, pro gamer move, man. +1 lum, +1 citrus. Let's fucking go. +1, yeah. And then the next fight is Iron Ball fight, which is kind of important. You would definitely want the Iron Ball. But we'll do that next time. Maybe tomorrow. We got Meteor Falls, and then to get through Meteor Falls fine, we should definitely be able to shore up some of our team's weaknesses just by getting 2 fire types, or eventual Lizzie. So just keep chugging. I'm at peace with runs. I mean, because I've just been taking away slower pace. I'm kind of at peace with how things go. It happens when it is meant to happen, you know? So I'm like okay with it. Yeah, but I'll catch y'all later. Let me check if anyone... Yeah, let me send my guy. Yell the goat. Dude, this Jason has 1 DR box is so ass. I'll catch y'all later.